Hello, everyone, and this is Ellington, and welcome back to another Round 1 battle from the GCSL/Apollo Rome2 tournament. And in this matchup, we've got Vini, Vidi, Vici versus TW Academy. Now, on attack, we have got Vini, Vidi, Vici, and starting off everything, we have got Seleucid being commanded by Thanos, Patrick, and he's got an interesting army. He brought Persian light archers, which I'm personally, as Seleucid, I don't know why you would give up the opportunity to bring some of the best archers in the game. It could be he wanted to save some money for something else, but me personally, I think I'm automatically bringing those Syrian archers. He's got two pikes here, some hillmen. Then on his towers and tortoises, he's got a lot of thorax swords and some thorough spears here. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan. Whoopsies. Not a huge fan of putting like a thorax sword on a tortoise. They're very, very, very exposed to artillery fire, and that's a 710 gold unit that gets really chewed up by walled artillery. He does have some hillmen here pushing this one, but I wish he kind of had this other hillman on this tortoise or something, because I think those thorax swords are going to be very, very exposed. He did bring a royal peltis gen, and then he's got some citizen cavalry. And then right next to him as our Verney, we have got Flix, and he's got some levy freemen. Then on his towers, he's got a combination of some Celtic warriors and chosen swords. Then some more chosen swords back here, some more Celtic warriors. And then he brought all four Gallic hunters. Then an Oathsworn and an Oathsworn general. And then, as you saw earlier, he does have a heavy horse over there on the left of Seleucid. Then finally, for Veni Vidi Vici, we have got Galatia being commanded by Ariovistus. And he also has some freemen. See, here's what I would do. Definitely putting that cheap unit on the tortoise. Although he does have a Galatian legionary that's doing something goofy here. On his towers, got a lot of Galatian legionaries and Galatian swords. But yeah, here's another one though. Another Galatian legionary on a tortoise. If I'm a defender, I'm automatically going for something like this, Those Galatian legionaries are very good units and very exposed on those tortoises. He did bring 3 of the mercenary Syrian archers, and then he's got 2 more Galatian legionaries and 2 more freemen, and then 2 naked swords. Now, unfortunately, this is from the attacker's view, so we can't see the defenders, but the defenders are TW Academy, and we have got, as Athens, Mini. As Boii, we have got Poppy, and as Tylus, we have got Candor. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick this one off, and we're going to get going here, see what happens. I think this is just a pathing weird thing, those units, like, something to do with this forest, didn't want those units to stay there. Oh, nice roll through with the artillery, went right through the naked swords. There's some good targets here, even though it's a far shot, they are relatively clumped up. And Galatia's not doing anything about it. He could definitely spread his units out more. And then we got, some nice shots onto the Oathsworn here. Oh, man, look at that roll through. 17 kills, 22 kills, and 20 kills. And he's moving his stuff, but the issue is that he's keeping them in this kind of clumped up formation. I didn't notice here, but Galatia does have some Galatian raiders. And then his noble horse. Got the Levy Freeman moving up here, as well as the Galatian Legionary. Once again, I'm kind of surprised that they are going for these crazy long shots back here. They've got some really nice, expensive units that they can shoot right here. 2 Galatian Legionaries just sitting here, especially... something like that would be a fantastic shot. Here we got some shots from Athens coming in. Now they're getting blocked a little bit by the towers. Then as you can see on the left here, Seleucid is moving up. kind of got a little stuck here. The tortoise and the tower kind of, you know, got together there. Now we got some Levy Freeman from Tyler's moving out the gate here. Looks like he's going to maybe come out and maybe try and get these guys off their towers or something. Or get a Javi volley here on the Citizen Cab, maybe. The Citizen Cab is just kind of sitting there, so if they got a nice Javi volley, they could do a lot of damage. Citizen Cab's going to go into this, but I think it's a bad idea. Those Levy Freemen have bonus 25 versus large. It's incredibly high, so they can do a lot of damage to a Cav unit. But then look at that Javi volley as they ran away is just very, very painful. But now he's going to get attacked by some Thorax swords and a Hillman, probably. Yeah, he's just going to get out of there. No point in losing that unit. Tortoises from the attackers here starting to get close. Going to take out this wall here, and then maybe have another one come up and take out this corner wall. There we go. Now we got those side shots coming in on the Galatian Legionaries. They haven't lost too many yet, but they've got 18, looks like. 75 kills on this ballista, 38 and 75 on that one. Some nice kills here by the defenders. Oh, that Galatian Legionary is down 48 men, or 58 men, whatever. Math. I don't do math. All right, now we're starting to see a little bit more of the defense here. We've got some Oathsworn from Tylus, Sword Followers and Tribal Warriors, Thorax Hoplites from Athens, some Thorax Swords. Over here we've got more Tribal Warriors, then Celtic Slingers, Celtic Warriors, some more Thorax Hoplites, then a Thorax Hoplite on the wall, and looks like we're trying to get some Thorax Swords onto this wall here. We do have one wall down, but now we've got more coming up to take out a couple more sections here. Levy Freeman was defeated and broke. Looked like it got like 23 at least like 23 kills, and I'd say at least half of it was on that Cav unit. Galatian Legionaries look awesome. Levy Freeman. Alright, so the Galatian Legionaries, look at that, are down by half their men. Like I was saying, that is something you do not want to see for that kind of unit. You know, that's half a unit gone for nothing. They have no kills yet, and yet they've lost half their unit. And here, they're going to go in on this thing. Once there's no point that, like, all you're going to do is destroy the artillery emplacement. So, like, in the end, you're kind of wasting a tortoise at this point. Look at the slinger and archer fire coming onto these Galatian Legionaries on the wall, just getting tore to pieces. A lot of kills are going to be racked up by these Cretan archers and slingers there. Slukid's got his Thorax swords up. He's once again lost almost half his men there. Hillmen have lost none. Oh, man. A lot of damage done by that artillery, by all of them. You can see he did take out the arty emplacement, but like I said, it was kind of useless. Didn't really do much. Don't tell me this tiny little Galatian Legionary unit's going to go in. Please don't go in by yourself. Galatia's units are so far away. He really needs these guys to be up to the front to help the attack. You know, they don't have anything. They have this tiny unit of 85 Galatian Legionaries. They're about to go into a double line of Thorax Hoplites, and his units on the walls are just getting annihilated by archer fire. You know, the Galatian swords, Galatian Legionaries are down to almost half there. Just really, really painful here for Veni, Vidi, Vici. A lot of damage. Oh. All right, now Seleucid's coming in with some Thorax swords, and a Hillman unit. Go in and get on those tribal warriors. Shut them up. All right, so now he blocked off the right side, and now he's got the hurt unit of Thorax going into the tribal warrior at the top of the hill here. they're not going to do great there. Tribal Warriors are going to win that combat. Yeah, look at that. Just on that one charge. 20, what do they got? 26 charge bonus there for the Tribal Warriors. And same thing, they don't have anything going in to support it. So this one unit is kind of all by himself. You got a Levy Freeman here, but that is about it. And this Hillman unit's not going to last very long there. Levy Freeman here, looks like they're maybe trying to get some Javi tosses into like maybe the side of that Thorax Sword. But the Galatian Legionary that was there is just not, man, just not getting much there. 22 kills, but he's down to 80. Ooh, man. Archers from Arverni moved up, and also the archers from Galatia are up here. Got one chosen sword from Arverni as well. And I really hope they don't go onto that wall, because that wall is, it's a death trap right now. Try to go in that wall right now and you're just going to die. Right now, their best bet is trying to come in with the archers, kick this stuff out of that area so they can push through here and maybe get onto the wall at that point. But right now, with all this archer and slinger power on that hill, it's a death trap. Just a death trap. Oh, and look at the slinger fire coming down on the Celtic Warrior and Thorax Swords here. There we go. Now we got some Arverni fire getting in on the Boii Celtic bows and maybe even some of the Cretan archers there. That's kind of what they need. They need to get some archer power in here and kick this stuff off of this cliffside. I think the Syrians held their ammo. They were shooting. Yeah, they've only got a couple kills. I think he probably realized that he just didn't have a great angle. Galatia's moving his stuff up now, but man, like he's a little late here. Now the Cretans are shooting back at the Gallic Hunters from Arverni, and they're trying to respond. A 2v1, the Gallic Hunters should win that. Actually, they've got a 3, so 1, 2, 3 of their Gallic Hunters, and looks like they're trying to get their third in. If they got the Celtic Warrior out of here, they could take its spot with the archers, and then they could really do a lot of damage to that Cretan there. 4 versus 1. It looks like Tylus is going to take his tortoise and maybe come in and, you know, kind of push back the defenders' lines here. You know, you create a breach further back, and it makes them have to be a little more conscientious to these breaches and not be able to send quite as much to that front line. Now, 2 Levy Freeman in combat with this Celtic Warrior. 66 kills on him, and then 21 and 26 on them. Look at that. The Thorax Sword broke at the top of the hill, so now the Tribal Warriors are pushing down into the Levy Freeman and Celtic Warriors for Arverni, while the Hillmen and the Celtic Warriors are trying to hold back this little flank here so that they can continue to push up that hill. It looks like now Seleucid's going to come up here and kind of do the same thing as what they were doing on the other side and, you know, push back the line a little bit, you know, create some breaches, some points on the further down the wall here so the defenders kind of have to expand a little bit more on their defense. Syrians moved up. Looks like they might be trying to join the Gallic Hunters in beating the Cretan archers here, which the Syrians will beat them. Especially if you've got, what do we got? 1, 2, 6 units going against the 1. I mean, that's a lot of pain right there. Yeah, the Galatian Legionary, or are these naked swords? Oh, they're just getting shot to pieces. Oh, man. That one unit just got annihilated, and now this one's exposed. So the defenders are just going to go attack it in the back. Oh, 32 kills, but man, look at that. Oh, that's painful. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Naked swords obviously are naked, and they don't have armor. So kick the archers off before you send those guys in. Man, this, oh, whew. There's a lot of hurt right there, boys. A lot of hurt there. Celtic Warriors and Tribal Warriors getting in on it here. It's a lot of... I mean, the Gallic Hunters are trying to shoot back onto the Celtic Slingers. Doing as much as they can to kick that off. But man, this Gallic Hunter is just getting spanked by the Cretan archers. It's got 30 kills. Now they look like they're probably close to being out of ammo. 121 kills, so they're probably getting pretty low there. Then Athens actually has another one of his Cretan, or his, Cretans over on this side. He just disappeared. What's this on the wall? The Oathsworn, okay. So it looks like they're just trying to set up a defense on this area. Kind of shut down this little breach here. Yeah, the archers are about gone, but you know what? With 141 kills, you know, they're not missing much there. You know, it's pretty much out of ammo. If it has any, it's very, very low. But now the breach, look at the big breach that the attackers got here. They're going to try and go in immediately to expose that. They've got 2 units of Cav and a Levy Freeman. But, what are you going into? You got sword followers and Oathsworn surrounding you. So these 2 units are just going to get smacked, dude. Especially a Thorough Spear sitting here waiting to throw into the general. This is Galatia's Noble Horse Gen right here. He is about to die. I'm sorry to say it, but he needs to get out right now. He's already lost 6 men and has gotten only 4 kills. Got Oathsworn and Thorough Spear and 2 Thorax Swords all in this spot to kill these guys. Look at, oh man, he's just dropping. Now, and I also like the Galatian Raiders. It's a range unit. So why are they in here? I don't get that move personally. I don't see why that was a thing there. Galatia and Arverni just pushing into this spot and just getting annihilated by this trifecta. You've got this triangle in here, and they can just get you from all sides. Yeah, you're getting attacked from 2 sides of infantry, and you're getting shot or thrown pila at, or slingers, like whatever, like all this stuff just laying into this death zone right here. Just a lot of pain. A lot of pain. Levy Freeman and some Celtic warriors kind of duking it out here. See if we can get some screenshots out of that. Now, Arverni's archers are still pretty much alive. 103 kills, 63 kills, and 133 kills. So, a couple of them I bet are probably low on ammo, but I mean, that's a lot of archer kills. And specifically, pretty much on archers. Got some more Thorax Swords from Arverni moving in here. Oh, this tiny unit of Galatian Legionaries about to go in here, and they are just, oh man, it's just a massacre. You know, like, just this single unit going in. They need to send another unit in, so one in here and send one there. If you do that, you might be able to eat through it, especially, what do you got here? If you had a Chosen Sword and a Galatian Legionary, you could probably push through this. I'd put the Galatian Legionary here and the Chosen Sword here. Lock down those guys and try and eat through it. But right now, you got kind of a... I mean, I guess they kind of got 2 units in there now, but... it's tough to see, guys. Celtic warriors and a Thorax Sword duking it out with a Tribal Warrior. The Tribal Warrior so far has not lost any. It's got 45 kills already, though. Now this one here, 238 kills. Holy crap. And there's 64 men left in that unit. Honestly, if I was Tylus, I'd just move that unit out of combat and throw the other one in. It's kind of just getting wiped out right now. I would just take this other unit, this larger unit, and just toss it into combat. There we go. And then on the walls up here, we've got a Tribal Warrior with 37 kills going against a Thorax with 26. And then we got a Tribal Warrior here, and I think they've got another unit here that we just can't see right now. The Slingers at 63 kills, the Celtic Bows at 113, then another one at 29, but look at the angle it's got. It can just shoot right into that breach. This is a painful spot if you've got the archer advantage, and right now they do. Which is saying a lot because the archer, like the attackers have 7, or should have 7 of the best archers in the game. Galatia's got 3 of the mercenary Syrians, and I don't know why they didn't, but Seleucid could have brought all 4 Syrians, and that is 7 of the best archers in the game, and they could have easily pushed a lot of this off here. Especially like, I mean, look at this. This is just a standard archer unit. They would just get annihilated by Assyrians. And even like the Gallic Hunters, they may not be as good as Assyrian, but they are still a solid archer unit. They still have that 150 range, which is really, really necessary. These archers here only have 125 range, which is just, I mean, it literally means you lose the first volley. It allows that other archer unit to get the first volley on you. Pushing down this way, Tribal Warriors, 18 kills, Thorax at 25. Over here, got some Thorax about to, or Hillman? Yeah, both Hillman, sorry. About to break here. This one's 41 men left, and this one's at 104 kills with 84 left. They are backed up by a Chosen Sword, but 72 kills with only 116 left on him. And I think they just gave up on this breach, which is probably a good idea. I think yeah, I'm pretty sure they lost their... Nope, okay, Galatia did not lose his general. Which is good, because that would have been very, very painful for them. Couple of small units, Celtic Warriors. Man, and like... So, Seleucid's got a Thorax Sword here, just getting shot by the gates. He threw a Citizen Cav in here. I think he thought there was nothing over here. So he was going to try and rush around it, but as he got in, these guys were visible again. So he's just trying to get out. He lost a lot in there. Look at that, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably 12 men there. Down to 35. Just not good so far for the attackers. And really, they don't have a whole lot left. Veni's got quite a bit. I'm not really sure why he's left him on the towers. Like, he's obviously not going to land anywhere, so he should probably just drop those towers and continue to support, or put a push into a slightly different choke point or something. But the thing is, where they're going now with what they're doing, it's not going anywhere. 78 kills on the Chosen Sword here, 105 on the Hillman. I don't think the Hillman's even engaged, technically. Yeah, like, okay, they're kind of in combat, but not really. 2 depleted units of Levy Freeman coming in to help. Chosen Sword going in to back up the Thorax Sword that's losing. And then they need to put something up here, too. This guy's starting to lose. I wouldn't be surprised if Tylus brought his Tribal Warriors down here to start shooting down into the Thorax Sword from the back, kind of like this. Yeah, I mean, the issue with where they're at right here is they're attacking here, but by attacking there, it does leave their backs and their flanks extremely exposed from the hill. And kind of the other way as well, you know, as they attack here, same thing happens from this side. It's a very, very nasty kill box there by Tylus. And over here, I just, man, these, our Veni's just not making any progress. You know, he's got, like, Seleucid has this Hillman here with 109 kills. What they could be doing is they could have their archers over here shooting into the backs of the defense. You know, having maybe like a hill, like, or a Levy Freeman here set up in front of the archers just to kind of protect them from a sally out. But if you do that, then your archers can shoot into the back of this combat and help your units just eat through there much, much quicker. That is kind of the, like, the bonus to this area, is that there are some areas where you can set up archers, you know, to shoot in to the settlement from here, or from here, or getting up here to shoot into that. You know, there's a couple different options that the defenders have, or the attackers have, sorry. They're just not taking any of them right now. Now we've got Athens archers are getting beat up here by the, looks like Syrian archers, yep. Syrians and Persian light archers from Seleucid. And then the Celtic slingers are starting to move away from that area. Oathsworn from Tylus coming in. Looks like he's going to come down this street and help in this spot. They already have an Oathsworn in that combat. He just popped Battle Rhythm. That's what the gen was doing. Typically, the way I try to do it is I'll wait till my Oathsworn has Headhunt, and then I'll do the Headhunt and then pop Battle Rhythm at the exact same time. Get that kind of double punch of the attack bonus. Nice thing about Battle Rhythm is it doesn't have a exhaustion penalty, while Headhunt does though, so that could be why he's doing the Headhunt and not the Battle Rhythm, or the Battle Rhythm, not the Headhunt. Shield Wall on the Tribal Warriors, 141 kills on them. The Oathsworn are up to 50 now, but they'll probably start racking up a little bit more. I think what's happening, the reason they're not getting more is because technically the Tribal Warrior has priority in this combat because most of the Oathsworn unit is back here. Usually what I would have done, I probably would have taken the Tribal Warrior out and at the same time thrown the Oathsworn in. Then you get the Oathsworn charge bonus and you're changing priority from the Tribal Warriors into the Oathsworn. But now Arverni had to back up because the Oathsworn on this side beat the Thorax Sword from Seleucid, and so their entire flank was exposed. So that's a tough one right there. You had Oathsworn on the right and Oathsworn on the left. That's painful and not something that's fun to deal with. As you know, getting in those kill boxes is bad enough, but when you throw when you make it Oathsworn on either side, that's no fun. 123 on the Chosen Sword here, not terrible. And then we got a Celtic Warrior here, and then a Syrian Archer that just broke. But I think the Syrian Archer accidentally got into melee combat. Persian Lights trying to chase off the Oathsworn General, 151, so they killed, like, I don't know if they killed 9, but the Oathsworn has lost 9 men now. Arverni still has his Oathsworn left, 2 of those, some Chosen Swords. Galatius, I think he's pretty much out. Got 1 tiny Galatian Legionary unit, but his Naked Swords are dead. His his Galatian Swords, his Galatian Legionaries, unfortunately have all died. But Seleucid, Thorax Swords, Pikes. Once again, I don't really get why they're all sitting on towers. They're not going to use the towers, so, you know, you've got 3 units here that aren't supporting the attack. So I'm not sure why. Withdraw! I hate to say, but, you know, this attack just is not going well. Just not a great attack here, unfortunately. I think Seleucid's now going to try and push the left, but I don't know what he plans on doing. You know, he's sitting inside of this archer tower range, and his pikes are just getting shot for nothing. You know, and Thorax Swords also getting shot. They don't want to push this area. They really don't want to push this area. You got Tribal Warriors, but you're backed by 2 units of Oathsworn on either side. And up top here, you got Celtic Bows. You've got a Tribal Warrior on the wall. On this side, Arverni just continues to kind of send in depleted stuff to attack this line from Athens, and it's just not enough. There's not enough here to do anything. They're using their archers and shooting back into the back on the sword followers. You're shooting into a unit with 75 armor. You know, the Thorough Spears, they have 70, but they're, I think, like 10 of their, like 15 of their armor is from their shield bonus. So if you shoot them from the other side, you're getting from the other side of the shield, meaning they don't get the shield bonus. Ah, man, and they just went in on this side, and that's just not a good decision, guys. Not a good decision. The Thorough Spears are going to try and engage, but the Thorough Spears, what do you got? 16 kills, and you're just going to get annihilated by the Oathsworn. You're not supporting anything. They're not going in and backing anything up. Now they're taking all this stuff and they're going to keep pushing up this way, and I don't really get why. You know, you're outnumbered here. You're getting shot from the Celtic Slingers on the wall. You've got a kill box here from Tribal Warriors and Thorax Swords with the backing up of Celtic Slingers, Celtic Bows, and a Tribal Warrior here. On this side, you've got Thorough Spears getting dominated by Oathsworn. 130 kills and just chewing through this unit. If I was him, I'd just take this Thorough Spear and start tossing jabbies into that Oathsworn. But they're just going to keep extending their push up to the north, or up to the up the wall here, and I don't really get why. Now on this side, we finally got a backup unit of some Celtic Swords. So now we got tiny unit of Galatian Legionaries, a big unit of Celtic Warriors, and a Chosen Sword, another tiny unit. And then on this side, we've got 2 units of Chosen Sword. Looks like they might make a push into the breach here. Once again, if you do a double push there, you might be able to get through this area. Might. But now we got backup of 2 sword follower units. At this, I think as the defenders, I'd probably just make the V, and that exposes, it allows the attackers to come in a little bit further so you can get that really nice cross-section fire from the 2 support units. They can just sit there and throw their jabbies in over the heads. More support from our Veni, Celtic Warrior, and Chosen Sword moving in to beef up this line. Got Thorax Sword, 2 units of Thorax Swords from Athens holding it though. Uh-oh. Now the Gallic Hunters might be out of ammo. The Persian Light Archers I doubt are out of ammo, but they are getting attacked by the Tribal Warriors here. And all that's there is this unit of Thorough Spears. And I bet you anything this Oathsworn is probably going to come down and help it out. I mean, I'd do it. Like, what are they going to do? They might be concerned about something coming through this breach while they're attacking, but at this point there's nothing there. So they could get in, get some kills, and if need to, run away, you know. Look at the death that has happened just in this one spot. And yeah, I mean, just disgusting amounts of death here. But that's just, ugh, I don't even know what to say about that. Be a good screenshot there. Galatia's last infantry unit's pretty much about to break. 86 kills and only 20 left. He's wavering, and then we've got a small unit of Chosen Swords wavering as well. Now the Thorax Hoplite General is now in combat, helping beef up that line. And now here, instead of a double line, we've got... Look at that box. Oh, God. The archer fire coming from both sides is just horrendous. Oh, man. And they've got Syrian archers here. I mean, if you bring your... You've got the cav over here, so bring your Syrians over here and start shooting into this stuff. That's the thing that I don't understand what's happening. Like, I understand maybe not wanting to expose your archers, but you've got cavalry support here. So if anything pushes out of the gate to come at you, you have things to stop it. But they're just not using those archers wisely, I would say. I think that's been the big difference in this game. It's just been poor archer usage by the attackers. And I hope you, like, you know, attackers, if you watch this video, I hope you don't think I'm just trying to bash on you guys. This is what I'm seeing, and these are things that I would do differently. You know, just I think some mistakes have been made in this combat. Chosen Swords and an Oathsworn coming in here. But Celtic Bows just shooting in. You know, Seleucus archers are all the way over here. You know, why are you over here when you could be right here getting rid of these Celtic Bows? You know, there's a slinger there, so like maybe you find a different angle, but you know, you could even maybe bring your bows like here and push the slingers off the wall. Then you can move and take that backwards angle. You know, you got to do something about those archers, though, because that's what's killing the attackers here. You know, the defenders feel so confident, they're sallying out. Got 3 units of Thorax Swords here coming out. Syrian archer here, 45 kills. I guarantee he's got ammo left. You know, and then the heavy horse and the chosen sword here from our Veni are really not doing anything anymore. Just kind of sitting there. You know, the archers died. Levy Freeman going in, but these two units are just sitting there. As you can see from the balance of power, I think this is pretty easy to call. This is a, I think it's easy to call this a defender victory. I just don't see where the attackers can come back from this. You know, got your pikemen back here, 152 out of 160, and they've have no kills. Citizen Cav, 35 out of 80 with no kills. 2 Persian light archers that I don't know what they're shooting at right now. I don't know if they're shooting at the thorax sword on the wall or if they're trying to... See, now you're trying to get a good angle. But, like, you're late. You know, this thorax sword is going to be gone, so now this unit's just going to go in to the other thorax sword and surround it. The Oathsworn Jin is, you know, not having a good day. It's 144 out of 160 with 17 kills. Then here we've got the other Oathsworn with 66 out of 160 with only 25 kills. It's exhausted, and this one is exhausted as well. Let's see, did he bring... So he's got a second wind, so I don't know why he's not second winding his own general. You know, exhaustion plays a huge difference in this game. An exhausted unit does not perform nearly as well as a unit that is fresh or even just winded, you know. But yeah, these Celtic bows and slingers have gotten great angles this entire game. Got a Persian light archer all the way over here. I'm not sure. Let's see, he's not even firing at anything. He's not even firing into this. That's where, I mean, if I was going to shoot or if I was going to be here, that's where I would shoot. This other Persian light archer is about to get surrounded. Yeah, man, I think this is just I think this is an easy one to call. At this point, you know, 2:23 left in the battle. By the balance of power, I just don't see any way that the attackers can pull this one off. I'm going to go ahead and hit fast forward and go ahead and get through this one. Got the Oathsworn Jin from Arvernes was going to counter push against Athens. But now we have the Oathsworn from Boii going to go counter the Jin. And look at that. Army losses are starting to kick in. You know, he's steady, shaken, but they are starting to kick in here. The attackers have lost quite a bit. Look at that. There goes Wavering Oathsworn. The Seleucid Cav is going to move, and the Royal Peltis Jin are going to move now. But I don't know if this Oathsworn's going to last very much longer. He's got 35 kills, 93 men left, 39. He's exhausted, fresh now, so he did second wind himself, but then he's also headhunted. So the headhunt is going to put him pretty much exhausted afterwards. Royal Peltis getting in against the Oathsworn. The Royal Peltis, at its strength, should beat the Royal Peltis here. But the defenders do have some jabbies and slinger and archer fire coming in on the Royal Peltis. And, yeah, that's army losses. We're just going to fast forward because the attackers are going to break here. 16 seconds left. So that is going to be GG for game number 1. So we have got TW Academy winning this one. Go ahead and end the replay and look at some kills. Ooh, man. Ooh. So we'll start Seleucid here. Thanos Patrick, 682 kills. Archers, not great. Hillman, 117 kills. His Royal Peltis really broke before he could do anything. And then, you know, I don't think he has a single unit that broke 100 kills. He's Hillman. His Hillman are the only unit that broke 100 kills. That's rough, guys. You know, you got three very good factions here, and I guarantee you that the attackers wish that they got better use out of them. Area Vista's here with 805 kills. Archers not great. Legionaries, unfortunately, not great. I mean, yeah, another, you know, not a single unit over 100 kills here. That hurts, guys. That hurts. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound like a jerk, but it is what it is. Flicks as Arverni with 1,389 kills, the best for the attackers. 137, 113. His Gen only 57 kills on a no sworn. Chosen Sword is 135, so pretty well there. And then only 34 on the other one. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves there. Just not the kind of kills you needed to see to win this one. Now for TW Academy, Candor as Tylist with 2,100 kills. We've got Oathsworn Gen, 20 kills, but he didn't get into combat. Now his other two Oathsworn with 298 and 347 kills. Now for the Tribal Warriors, 202, 127, 238, and 256. Just good kills. Those are the kind of kills you want to see on Oathsworn. Mini is Athens with 2,056 kills. His archers did very well, 180, 126, and 114. His Thorax Hoplites actually did pretty well for Hoplites, 172 on those guys. All three of them there going over 100. Thorax Swords with 237, 249, 202, 198. Those are very good kills for a Thorax Sword. Then 89 to Thorough Spear. Now, Poppy here with 2,070. Archers did really well for Celtic Bows. 127, 176, 128, 122. Jin with 32, but he, once again, didn't get into a lot of combat there. Now, his other two Oathsworn, 228 and 144. Very healthy. They both had a lot of kills left in them. Then 277, 147, and 151, and another 147 for the Sword Followers. Like I said, that is going to be it for game number 1 between Veni, Vidi, Vici, and TW Academy. Thanks so much for joining this one. Keep an eye out because we will have game number 2 coming up here in a couple days. So keep an eye out for it. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.